What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So right now I'm about to get into this Just Pearly Things video. She's having a panel discussion centered around, I guess, modern women society. I say modern moment, but that's supposed to say modern women. So let's get to it.
Question is, what is the number one problem facing men today, and what is the number one problem facing women today?
I can say something.
Come on, ladies.
Everybody's going to say,
educate me.
The number one problem.
Answer all the questions. Come on, tell me.
The number one problem with men is that they don't tell women the truth, and the number one problem with women is that they can't handle the truth. Simple.
That's a good paradigm to start from, because it's actually very interesting you say that. A lot of women say, "I just want a man who's honest," and then the second you're honest, she's like, "What? You did what?" It's like, well, then don't ask me for honesty. Of course I fucking lie.
Thank you.
So that's a good point. I agree with that one. I don't think it's the biggest problem, but it certainly is a problem in relationships today. That is a problem. The biggest problem with men today is that I think the world is becoming hyper competitive. Most men are not aware and understanding of how quickly there's going to be a genuine shift in between those who have things and those who do not have things. Not just finances, but also female status, everything else. And it's a status game, right? And it's becoming harder and harder for men to play. And that's all women's fault, of course. Because, no, but it is, because women choose the winners, right? Women choose who the high status males are. So women pretend to give a shit about men. Of course they don't. They give a shit about themselves. And a woman, if you ask her what she wants from a man, she's like, I don't want much. I just want to find a nice man who's a millionaire and 6 foot tall and funny and charismatic and interesting and spontaneous and looks after me and doesn't cheat. And is funny and good looking and strong. I don't want much. Like they name all this shit that most dudes are never gonna have. And it's becoming harder and harder, and you end up with people, top G's, who own everything on the planet they could ever possibly wish for, and then you got other guys who have nothing, and there's this large divide. There's no longer any middle ground. You have dudes who can't get any pussy, and then you got dudes who are just blocking girls left, right, and center. And that's what the problem with being a man is today.
What about the women?
Well, I
would say, well, everybody's got a chance to talk.
I'm gonna shut up and have my clementine.
No, I want to know. I want to learn from you, sir.
You want to learn from me?
Well, I wanted to answer. I feel like it goes for both. It's not just one or the other. I feel like it's self-accountability.
Women are not accountable for themselves. I agree with you.
Sure ain't.
Why just women though? What
It's
about
both.
men?
It's
Because
both.
women are more so not than
You're
men.
right, but society punishes men for not being self-accountable.
Amber
Society
Heard,
does not punish women for not
Rihanna,
being self-accountable. I'll give you an
Meg.
example. If you're a man and you're arrogant and you think you're something when you're not,
Look at the
trust
situation
me,
with
society will
Javante
teach you very
Davis.
quickly
That
you don't
his
matter. You
girlfriend
don't get
lied on
laid,
him.
and you stay a fucking brokey. If you're a chick and think you're something when you're not, you can run around with your ego, still get dates, still get laid, still have a fairly sensible social life. Society as a whole doesn't come along and slap you in the face with realizations. If you're a man and you think you're something you're not, it is a ticking time bomb until society teaches you a lesson. That's the difference. This is why men in general are more self-accountable, because the men who are not self-accountable get fucked up. So those who are successful are very self-accountable people. They look at themselves and go, okay, the only way I'm going to get and progress further, the reason she left me, the only way I'm going to do better, make more money, etc., is I have to change. Most women don't want to do that. They don't sit and think I have to change. They think, oh, he left me because it's him, and I lost my job because my boss, and this is this because of this. Women don't look in the mirror and change a fucking thing.
Don't forget what you're forgetting right nowadays. They can't change it because it's all about body positivity.
Are you
they
saying
can look sexy at a size 28.
Are you saying Lizzo's not a 10?
Let me change the battery because it's about to die. Alright guys, let's get back to it.
Are you guys trying to get me canceled?
See, I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with what you just said, because 90% of cosmetic surgery is by women. Women are trying to change as much as possible. Men.
That's such a BS excuse. Cosmetic surgery. That's what was I about to say? That's an insecurity issue. You're trying to get it. You get that cosmetic surgery is because you're insecure with how you look as a person. Instead of being happy with what you're blessed with, you're trying to create an enhancement. Although there are certain situations where it's necessary, but for the most part, that's some superficial, what's the name?
I don't want to change. They're not accountable for themselves. They think that because they're a man, you're gonna be attracted to them. No, like you can't be fat. You stay at home. You're just playing video games, and you expect a woman to want to fuck you. No, she's not gonna want to fuck you.
Yeah, but then she won't. This is the point. And then she won't, and society will teach them a lesson. They might be able to pull off a little.
Whereas if a woman
but in general,
switch the roles, a woman will still get
I agree
laid.
with the cosmetic surgery thing. Women are happy to change how their appearance and change how they look, but they're not happy to change how they act. Most of them, they're not happy to change how they're not.
The women are changing what the men don't care about.
Yep.
The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
And no, they do it. The women are doing that for themselves.
Sure are.
Because the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude.
Yep.
Then put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh,
Look,
I'm gonna.
She laughing because she know she's speaking directly to her.
Change this. I'm gonna change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. The man will most, if he's feeling bad about himself, he wants to make sense. He'll go and hit the gym.
Yep.
What's the woman gonna do? Go and do? Get a BBL,
Yep.
get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay
She
the
know.
big old fat person that she is
Yep.
and say, oh, it's body positivity. The men don't
Yo,
even want that.
he laughing like this is rich. Yeah. You can see it in the face. She like, damn. But I'm not gonna admit I'm wrong.
The women are not getting all this cosmetic surgery for the men. They're getting it for themselves.
She's right.
You can't turn around. What man wants a woman that's going to turn around, go and have an operation, and can't sit on a plane because her ass has been injected or been interfered with? She got to lie there on her stomach. You think the men want that? Or wake up in the morning before you got to hit the house. She's got to put on. I'm sure I worried about some of the men because they must go out with a woman. And then when they wake up in the morning, they think, who the hell is she?
It ain't the same person you
women need to change their attitudes before they change their makeup. I'm sure that even more than that, change your attitude. Because women will go out there and they would want to change this, want to change that. All the things that don't count. If you learn to, the same way how women can go out there and learn to put makeup on, learn to cook. Learn to wash by hand. Learn to pass a man. That's what you need to do.
That's outdated, girl.
No, it ain't.
That's outdated.
She's right.
No, it's not.
I'm saying it's like we had literally just talked about this off camera.
No, it ain't, because if you go to them other countries, the wives is still doing the cooking. They know how to cook. They know how to clean. They know how to do all that stuff. These modern women, they don't want to do none of that. They following behind these women that they see on TV, and it's create a situation where their expectations and their wants are out of this world.
When you guys picked me up from the airport, when we were talking about, what's the value system or the point system for a woman who cooks versus a woman who can suck good dick and fuck well.
But you can cook and suck dick as well.
No, but what I'm saying is that Pearl, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but quoting her was that when she interviewed people on the street, that there was more points given to something like a sexual return as opposed to, wash dishes by hand. There's a dishwasher. Why cook? We can eat out. There's a chef. People don't give a fuck about that.
That's what they think.
Why cook when we can eat out? There's a chef. Not everybody can afford a chef, and not everybody has the money to eat all the time. And there's a big difference between a home cooked meal versus a meal that you eat out. There's a completely difference. If you cook, you know there's a completely difference in the way that makes you feel after you ate it. A home cooked meal versus, going out and eating a meal is completely different.
We literally just talked about this yesterday.
No, it was okay. I did a street interview and I asked the guys, would you rather have a girl that gave good head or a good cook? And most guys
want this.
But I think that's
for
more,
the quick satisfaction.
But I think that's more for like a one night stand.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you, all the women out there,
Long
they're
term,
talking
you want
about,
somebody to know how to
some of the
cook.
women want to be settled down. They want a man. Right? And you got to think what the man wants. The man ain't interested in that. Look at, when you're doing street interviews, you're interviewing single people. Look at the people there
That's
that happily married.
Exactly, and ask them.
Because all the things that the women out there are doing, you can be a
matters.
housewife, you can be going out, you can suck head just as good as any old tramp on the street. And keep your man, and have a man. And I can say that because I'm 32 years in counting.
Auntie, you can't say attraction's not important though. You can't say attraction is not important though.
It is important.
For you to get initially, exactly. A man is not gonna find you attractive and then think, because you can cook well. It's got a chef.
A man's gonna find you attractive, and he's gonna.
Let's ask Andrew.
And you see that, especially a man that got money. Like I said, everybody don't have money, so you still gonna need to know how to cook, and that's a problem. traditionally there's always been duties in terms of a marriage. You know, one side did all the hard labor, the other side took care of the home. Now, fast forward, a lot of that has changed in terms of the Western society because of what's being portrayed on TV, pretty much.
Would you be with a girl that's 5 out of 10 because she can cook?
That ain't what I said.
Oh, well, firstly, that's not what she said, to be fair. And secondly, I'd be with a 10 out of 10 who can cook because I'm top G. But to make the point, I think what you have to understand is what men are looking for in a relationship. So you did the street interview, and you're asking single people, probably young people, probably idiots who know they're on camera talking shit about good head, all this garbage. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
What men are interested in life, not just in their relationship, but in their life
Peace
as
of
a whole,
mind.
is status. I don't think most people understand, especially women, how competitive the male world is and how competitive it is for status. This is why men do everything they do. Men buy the faster car, not to drive any faster, because of status. It's why we want a bigger house. We don't give a shit where we live. It's because of status. It's why I want to go to the gym and get big and strong because
My
of status.
pool
Everything
bigger.
we do is about status.
Diddy
That's why I want
and,
a better job, so I want more money.
Drake.
So I want to be respected. So what's the number one thing
Or
we
was
want?
it
Female to
Drake
give
and
us?
Rick
Status.
Ross?
That's what we want. So she can give us status by being beautiful. That's one thing she can do. But another thing she could do is if I turn up home and I come home with my boys and she says, I'll cook you all a steak. That's status. That's all my boys going, Ross, you just been out all night and she's here and she's going to cook for all of us and she'll clean up and tidy up. Boom. That's the kind of girl a man's not going to want to lose because it makes him look good.
Without
That's what men
complaining.
want. Status. Suck a dick, blah, blah, blah. Listen, dick can only be sucked in so many ways. I mean, no, let's be serious about this.
Have you had the Gok 3000?
No, this is actually a serious point, right? This is a very serious point because the Western world has collapsed in real time and it's a failed society. And one of the reasons it's a failed society is because of the over-sexualization, especially of females as a whole.
Yep.
If a woman comes up to me and goes, I'll be the best sex you ever had, I
That's
am fucking revolted.
running.
I don't
Yep.
want the best sex I've ever had. I
want
want you to be
peace of
pure and a
mind.
virgin. You should know what sex is. Cook my fucking dinner. Shut up.
Hey.
Don't come and talk to me about fucking sucking dick. It's vile. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear that shit.
Can I say
I don't want
something?
to hear that shit.
Yo, this show's like.
Running around talking about sucking dick can make me look good. So I lose interest completely and utterly, and that's the truth. So what she's saying is completely correct. These are old school things, but it's not about the act. Yes, you can order food, of course. It's about the status that comes with it. That's what it's about.
Sagittarius spoken like a true one. That is true.
My
the
man's
Clementine.
my
It's the
man's a
Clementine.
Sagittarius.
Keeps you
Listen,
hyped.
well,
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok.
Yeah. The auntie hit the nail on its head. Women are changing things that are not important to men and still blaming men for their poor choices. Yeah, there's that lack of accountability. It's interesting that she considers changing superficial characteristics significant change, like painting a rotting house a new color when it's the foundation internally that need to be changed. With women, start with the foundation of femininity, humility, and gentleness. Then work on your body. With men, start with the foundation of masculinity, purpose, and discipline. Then working on getting to the money and buying nice things. Well put. Yep, it is a shortcut. Auntie's a gem. Protect her at all costs. Tate smiles contagious. Andrew Tate thinking, man, auntie, if you are just a few they crazy. But that's going to do it for my reaction. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Drop a like and a comment below. And until the next one, peace.
Visions in my head be like crazy, always crazy, crazy, crazy. Baby, so crazy, so crazy. Visions in my head be like crazy, always crazy, crazy, crazy. Visions in my head be like crazy, always crazy, crazy, crazy. Visions in my head be like crazy, crazy, always